This is Pastor Emmanuel Farinuola, a pastor and is a digital marketing specialist.
Yes.
What is digital marketing?
Tech-enabled marketing. It's a very, very broad scope.
So, can someone specialize on just that email
Yes.
marketing thing?
Yes. Funny enough, I started as an email associate.
What was your first exposure to digital marketing?
So I just discovered that I was eager to help promote the business, and I landed on that
Email
course
marketing.
on
Wow.
HubSpot, and then wow, it was free, like totally free. I used UI Wi-Fi, that student Wi-Fi. That's what I used to just put in my details there,
Yeah.
and I'll just go around Trenchard or then
Yeah.
put in my this thing, carry my laptop, and I'll take the courses.
And how you balance that ministerial work, in your case, with digital marketing?
To answer it shortly or briefly is
welcome back to Beyond the Code podcasts, and on this episode we have a very special guest, my own special brother and friend. I'm going to give him time to actually introduce himself. So, but this is Pastor Emmanuel Farinuola. From my own perspective, right, he does two things. He's a pastor, very good one at that, actually. He's a pastor and is a digital marketing specialist.
yes.
I had to go and check your LinkedIn too.
Oh, okay.
Because I wasn't sure whether, because I read of digital marketing strategists,
Yeah.
I read of digital marketing specialists.
Yeah.
So I was not sure. Or maybe it's even digital marketer. I was like, let me go and check his LinkedIn, and I saw specialist. I was like, okay,
Yes.
let me just write it down. So yes, it's nice to have you. Just give us a brief introduction.
Thank you very much, and it's so nice to be here, and I appreciate being here. All right, as you said, my name is Emmanuel Farinuola. Yeah, and I do more than two things,
Exactly.
but those two things majorly.
Majorly.
All right, I do ministry.
Yes.
That's my core mandate in life. All right, and then on the work front, I'm a digital marketer or a digital marketing specialist. Right, I'm the digital marketing lead of our organization right now that I work with. So that I do majorly, and then on the side, some other very important things. Yes.
Okay. That's nice to know.
Thank you.
Okay, can you touch on those little things? Those other things that you did?
Okay.
Yes.
If I'm not pastoring, that means I'm not preaching or I'm not doing ministry related things, and I'm not doing digital marketing. You find me training people on employability skills. I work with Jobberman. Jobberman Nigeria. Yes, I work as a soft skills trainer. A soft skill first aid. We call it L&D, learning and development. We train people on work environment, ethics, behaviors, how to progress in their work using soft skills, as different from technical skills or hard skills. So there are soft skills, empathy, communications, all of those things. So I do that. Then if I'm not doing that, you find me maybe streaming.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
I do video streaming too for quite a number of people, and then just that.
Yeah, that's nice to know. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
For the Jobberman thing that you mentioned, the training, is it free or is it paid?
No, it's not free. It's paid. It's a contract. Yeah, it's Jobberman. That program is in partnership with MasterCard Foundation in the United Kingdom. So Jobberman has partnered with MasterCard Foundation to train a certain number of Africans. All right. So I think is in the African talent something. I've forgotten the actual name of the program now. All right. So they partner with MasterCard on that. So it's a 3 years program. So we've
3
done
years.
a 3 years program, that a 3 years partnership.
All right.
Yeah. So in the space of 3 years, Jobberman has the mandate in that partnership to train number of Africans
so,
to make them job ready.
Okay.
Yes, to make them job ready. So we finished the first 3 years. So we are already in the second 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
So I started with them for I think 2021 or 2022. 2022.
Okay.
Started with Jobberman. So we go to different places, different organizations. We train them. We go with resources, go with everything. So I go there as the trainer. So the Jobberman mobilizes the people. So I just go there to facilitate the training for them.
I mean, that's good to know. Yes. I mean, especially because I know that see this whole soft skill thing, people really need it.
Yes, actually, people really need it. Now, because of my exposure at Jobberman, because Jobberman is this is not an advert for them, but Jobberman is like the leading that in the talent industry, employer linking employers with employees. Yes. So they are leading in that area. One of the things that we found out is that soft skills is actually more responsible for people's progress in the career ladder than their technical skills. All right, you can have all the technical skills in the world, but if you don't have soft skills, you don't have people relationship, for example, you don't have communication. So you can have value and not know how to communicate your value.
Totally.
Yes, you can be extremely valuable. And I found that in my own personal journey, even this digital marketing journey, that this world does not reward the most talented.
True.
Actually, the world that we're currently in, it rewards people that know how to market themselves the most. And that's what we teach in soft skills: communication. How do you communicate your value? How do you communicate your opinion to the world? All right. So soft skills is responsible largely, to a very, very large extent, okay, for people's progress.
That makes a lot of sense. I can, even from my own career and a lot of other people's career, people that I've seen, the lack of soft skills or the presence of certain skills can be the differentiating factor between.
Those are the little factors, little details for career progress. Hopefully, I'll be able to touch more on it later.
Okay, so I want us to touch on. Let's start with this digital marketing thing.
Yes.
Right. In fact, it's one of the things I'm looking forward to, because there are a lot of misconceptions about digital marketing.
Yeah.
Some of these things, in fact, let me come clean, everybody. I don't know what digital marketing is. And this is for everybody that has reached out to me to tell me that, or to ask me, oh, I want to get into tech. Can I do digital marketing? Please pay attention to this episode, because the person you are asking to, I'm here to learn. It's because I don't know. Right. So let's start with what is digital marketing?
Okay. Yes. Digital marketing, to just start from a very, very plain word play level. Digital marketing, that means marketing that is done digitally, or tech-enabled marketing. So we have traditional marketing, like, people reading things in paper. People printing posters and putting it all around, billboard. Those are the traditional marketing model. But when you now overlay that with tech, all right, when you use tech to do all of those things, that is what we call digital marketing. That means it's in the internet space. All right, that is what we call digital marketing. And there are it's a very, very broad scope.
It's broad.
Yes, it's very, very broad. So someone going into digital marketing, someone that says, I want to go into digital marketing. In fact, even for me, I say, oh, digital marketing specialist. You need to ask again, what are you doing in digital marketing? Okay, because digital marketing is a world on its own. All right. So in digital marketing, we have concepts. We have areas like, we have social media marketing. We have email marketing.
Okay.
Right. We have content marketing. Yes. We have SEO. Yes, you have SEO, search engine optimization. That's also a branch of digital marketing. And now, recently, we have GEO.
So which one is GEO now?
GEO is generative engine optimization. What we had before just maybe like 2 years ago, is search engine optimization. But now we have generative engine optimization, which is because now for example, when you put stuff on Google, for example, you search, okay, the nearest restaurant, or restaurant around me, okay, before, what you have your search engine bring out ideas, bring out options and all of those kind of things. So they can even pull out the map for you that you use. But now generative engine optimization goes beyond that. They now they can give you more context.
Yes.
They give you more context about maybe your area or about the kind of food that you see in each of those restaurants. They give you more explanations around it. So how do you, as a restaurant owner, make your restaurant visible to that AI? Search engine optimization means that, okay, you make your content, you optimize your
Google's
content,
bots can index
for the bot, for the algorithm. Now you have to optimize your content for the AI.
So is it the same thing as, because like recently I noticed that when I go to Google and I search for whatever, right?
Yes.
You see the normal responses, but right before that,
you see AI, either AI overview.
Yes.
AI overview was one of Google's was a product that they developed at the time. Now they have AI mode. Yes. So your Google, when you type on Google, you can either switch to AI mode. So everything that you'll be getting there is generated.
Wow.
Is not the difference between generative content or generated content and normal content. Normal content, people wrote it. So there is a content writer or there's a content creator behind what you are seeing. But now in AI mode, in generative engine optimization, what you are seeing is not written by human beings. Was curated by that by AI, but use the information that is available. So as a digital marketer in SEO or GEO now, you have to make sure that your content are they're appealing to the AI. That the AI
so
can,
the AI can use
use it to generate. All right. So that is So digital marketing is very, very broad. For someone that is going into digital marketing, we have to first decide, okay, which aspect of digital marketing am I going into? Is it social media? Is it email? Each of these two, they are deep in their own, and you can actually make a career out of it, out of any of them.
So because to me now, see that email you're saying, okay, you said email, you said social media marketing. I understand social media marketing. I mean, I think so. And because of how big social media is, it seems like a very big space. But you see that email thing, by default in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this is just a very niche space. But so can someone specialize on just that email marketing thing?
Yes. Funny enough, I started as an email specialist, as an email marketer. All right, as an email associate. Okay, because specialist is a more senior role. Right. When you become a specialist, that means you have a
consultant.
No, consultant is like maybe the highest in the ladder. But as a specialist, like your onions a lot. But you can start as an associate. All right, you can start. I started as an email associate. That's my introduction into the world of digital marketing. It was email. I also had that maybe not misconception. I thought that, okay, email marketing is just just send email to people or all of those kind of things. But when I enter into it, I know it's a lot more than that. All right, email marketing is like it has a range of things too. You get people's email, you process it, and then that's where you start talking about lead generation.
Yes, I've heard of that one.
That's lead generation. You start talking about landing pages and all of those kind of things. As an email marketer, I built landing pages.
Wow.
Yes, build landing pages, prepared it to to get people, because as an email marketer, you are also in charge of, okay, I am courting people to enter their email. So after they enter their email, what am I even offering them to make them submit their email to me? So when they submit their email, what am I doing with it? So you now begin to segregate. So there's segregation and all of those. Those are areas core in email marketing, and it is very, 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 very essential for businesses. Okay, so any of those parts of digital marketing, social media, email, SEO, content, and all of it, they are very, very essential, and they are also as deep, each of them.
Oh, that's very interesting, actually. Very interesting. I'm happy I'm actually learning a lot of things from this conversation. Now let's talk about we've discussed this before we started recording. When people say that, oh, they're working for a company and the company will give them products and then they sell, and some people think that is digital marketing.
No, that is not digital marketing. That is called affiliate marketing. All right, affiliate marketing or networking and all of those things that they call it, but that is far from digital marketing. All right, digital marketing, as I said, is you are marketing a product. Now, since we are in the tech industry, you are marketing a product. Let's say, for example, an app or something. I've done a range of things. Maybe I'll be able to share my experience later. I've done a range of things. I've done marketing for a app or a newly developed app. I joined the company and I just marketed the app for them. You can do that. You can do the marketing for the app, but I did that without having to show my face or to be hawking the app around. Oh, come and sign up. And no, it's based on strategy. And that is what digital marketing is strategy on using the tech ecosystem to market. To market. So we use social media, we use email, we use SEO, we use variety of it. Okay, so as a digital marketing lead, all right, so I have the responsibility of coordinate for organizations that have each of those roles separated to, as a digital marketing lead, to organize them. And then for organizations that don't have it, is a multitasking kind of stuff. Right. So that is affiliate marketing. That is not what we refer to when we are talking about digital marketing. It's not, okay, sell this, we are going to give you something in return.
Bring more people.
No. That's not digital marketing. That is that's just business. That's sales. That's sales. That's not even in the marketing. They call them sales people. So if you are doing a salesperson, it's not digital marketing, right?
That's nice to know. I'm sure people that are like me too, now you know that it's not that is affiliate marketing. And it even makes sense, the name. I don't even know why people would think it's digital marketing. God.
That's not digital.
But what you don't, I guess what you don't know, you would just assume anything will look like the truth. Right? Or the fact when truth is not around, and there's a way they say it, like when truth is absent,
everything looks like
everything looks like it. So I want us to also talk about what I'm also curious. How did you even get to? Because I know for a fact you did not study. I mean, is there a digital marketing course? I don't think so.
Not in our universities.
Okay.
Well, maybe I think I was saying that the president updated the curriculum. I think that's even in the secondary school. Yes, now they've updated the curriculum, so they learn coding from secondary school now.
That's nice.
Yes, they learn coding, all of those things. I just saw it recently. So I don't know if they've now included it in their curriculum. But as at the time I was in university, there was nothing like digital marketing. There is marketing. So maybe in the marketing department, maybe they now touch on digital marketing. All right. But it's nothing compared to what we have when you say, okay, you want to go into the field and then you begin to learn it. All right. For example, I learned it from organizations that from companies that are leading some of those that are providing some of the tools.
Okay, so before you get into that, let's start from. I know you studied is it agric engineering?
No, not agric. Biochemistry.
Biochemistry. Yes. So let's talk about your journey from that from there to where you are now.
Where I am. Okay, right. Actually, I've carried a flair for tech even before university. Yeah, I've always been like tech. I've always been exposed to computers.
Yeah.
And I just love to. My brother is a computer person. He had a computer training center. Back then, many years ago. My sister studied computer engineering.
Oh, wow.
in school. So I was exposed to all of those things, even as at secondary school level. So I had that thing, but maybe lack of guidance made me studied what I studied as a course. If I had some guidance at that time, I would rather stay at home and say, no, I'm not taking this admission until maybe I get computer science. But that on hindsight now, God had better plans.
Better plans.
Because I'm glad that I took that admission at the time I took it, and I came into UI at the time I came, because a lot of things just aligned, and opened many things for life. All right, but I knew that I have that thing for computer. So by the time I was nearing the end of university, I already started putting some things in place. Starting to learn things. That's when I started learning email marketing. I learned email marketing from HubSpot.
So you learned by yourself?
Yes, actually, everything that I do, digital marketing, I learned it by myself. I can't say by myself because some people were teaching me, but it wasn't like a school that I enrolled physically. I learned everything online, taking courses.
But how were you exposed to it? I mean, because like it's not everybody that goes to study the course you studied.
Yes.
That would have something yes, that will end up with in digital marketing. So what was your first exposure to digital marketing or the email marketing?
Yeah, my exposure to digital marketing, I had a friend then who was running a business. Right. So I just discovered that I was eager to help promote the business, that kind of a thing. So from there, okay, what can we do? Okay, let's get people to maybe let's get people's details for the business. So some of your customers, let's get their details. Okay, let's get their emails. Let them send their email across and all of it. Just like that. While in school, while in UI there. So it was in the process of researching, okay, how do we do this? How do we do this? That I now found out that this is actually a field.
This is a field.
Like, this is some people's work. What I'm just saying, I'm just having, this is some people's work. And then, I just kept going on and on, and then I landed on that course marketing on HubSpot, and I said, wow, it was free. Like, totally free. So I just went there. It was very funny. God is good, actually. I used UI Wi-Fi, that student Wi-Fi. That's what I used, though. Just put in my details there, and I would just go around Trenchard or then and put in my this thing, carry my laptop, and I'll take the courses. Take the course, go back home, do the assignment, and that was all. I got the certificate, and I kept it. So I didn't do anything much about it, because by final year in school, it was very busy, ministerially, AUCSF and all of those kind of things, they came. So I didn't really do much until I finished. So it was after I finished, and I said, okay, I had this course at the time. So I took more courses. I started applying for some roles, for internship, writing emails directly to, it was very, many of those, I was just doing it out of, okay, let me just, I just go on LinkedIn. Then that's when I also entered into LinkedIn. I just go on LinkedIn, okay, see this company, got the email of people there, sent an email, okay, can I do this for you? I know how to do this. And some of them direct messages on LinkedIn, just sent it. But at that time, nothing opened. Nothing open, because me now, I can also say, okay, this was the reason why I didn't open, because they didn't need me at that time. I didn't have anything to offer. But that my friend and some other friends, I was doing it for them. Everything I was learning, email marketing, lead generation, segregation, then email warming. You warm your leads.
Warm email again.
Yes, yeah. When you do your cold outreach, and then you're able to get you follow up. Warming is just like you follow up on them and all of those things. I was just doing it for them, and it was going well. It was it was converting well into sales. The customers were coming back. They were happy. With the business was also growing. So I was doing that, and I did that on and on and on until I went to NYC. It was at NYC that the heavens broke.
Wow.
Actually, it was at NYC. But before NYC, I had learnt, and I was using it. I was using it on free businesses, just for free. I was just doing it for free. I was doing it.
Does that mean that you didn't practice the actual course that you studied?
No.
Funny enough, I actually thought there was a time you practiced. No, I just used to have it in my mind.
I didn't practice. I studied agri, but what I studied, my department is animal science. But in animal science, there are two options. So you could be you can go animal science core, or you can go into agric biochemistry and nutrition. So I did agric biochemistry and nutrition. Is more niche in the animal sciences thing. So after I finished school, of course, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I was applying to all of those things, but it was not forthcoming. So I remember I went back to Kwara State then, because I came from Kwara. I went back to Kwara State. I now started selling. I started going to get eggs. All right, there's a reason why this story, maybe I'll be able to draw some lessons from it later. Because as we were talking before the recording started, that you don't consider some jobs beneath you.
Yes.
Once I see someone that feels that some jobs are beneath them, of course, aside from maybe, I'm not talking that you should ridicule yourself or should no, but you start having that, me, I can't do this, I can't do this.
We have a feeling that is some category of jobs that we can do.
You have a feeling that there's some category of job that you can do. No, I see someone that lacks hunger and lacks passion. All right, lacks passion. I went back home. I got a loan from my mom. I said, Mom, just borrow me money. I want to start an egg business. So I got crates of eggs, empty crates. Then I now started going to poultries. I pitched to them, okay, let me be getting eggs from you. I'll sell it. I'll come and pay you back. So I was doing that. I'll use my dad's car to go and be getting the eggs. At the time, when I brought the egg home, I will, by my hands, I'll carry it to all of these shops. I'm telling them, there's egg. Are you buying? There's egg. That's what I was doing at that time. Now, I was doing it also because of what I learned in data marketing. Okay, how can I use data marketing to sell this thing? So I was doing it then. I did a little bit of social media, did some, some drag and drop websites, then just doing that. But no, there was no market for that. Yes, my market was not exposed to all of those. I mean, if you want to sell egg, just come to our shop.
Sell your egg now.
You enter your email to sell egg. But I had that. No, I learned something. Let me apply it.
Yes.
So I was doing that egg business, but it didn't take me long before I heard the voice of God that I should leave Kwara State and then come on the line of ministry. So God had me to join a church in Ibadan at that time. I had not gone for NYSC then. So just to come back to Ibadan, to join a church for training and proper discipleship. So I joined that church.
That church is in the Ajibode.
The City Gate Church. Yes. Let me just mention the name. Anywhere I go, I'm always proud to mention that church. If eventually they are getting toward this, that church really did a lot, and they still do, because I still follow them very, very closely. It did a lot to forming many of my theology and doctrine now. Right. So it was I was just in Kwara State that time. I was just praying that, Lord, what's lacking like in my journey, and I just figured that I needed a pastor. That was what I needed a pastor. I now began to pray, Lord, I need a pastor. I need a church to go to. Then I just got the name. Then I don't know the church. I just attended the church once. I didn't even know their name was City Gate. I just attended the church for a program. Then my predecessor in ASF took me to the place for a program. So I just went there. But so as I was praying, the Lord just mentioned the City Gate Church. I said, City Gate Church. Which one is City Gate? So I went online, checked it. I said, this church. So I now went there. I left home. I just left home by faith. Left home. I told one of our brothers then from Campus Fellowship. I told him, I'm coming. Will you host me? I said that anytime that just come. So thank God for Papa D.
Thank God that you're not a bad person. Let me put that one out there, because some people, the places that they left, if you dare not go back, they will not welcome you, because the things you've done.
Yes.
Right. So I think it's important to mention that.
Yes. So he hosted me. Then I just called him. Okay, I'm coming back to Ibadan. Are you like? Can I stay with you? I said, that anytime in there, I'm welcome. So I came back to Ibadan. I was staying with him, primarily to join that church. To as well, my main duty in Ibadan at that time was just church. To go to church. But at a point that God gave me a job in Ibadan. It was not anything related with marketing. It was in a microfinance banking kind of setting. Not a bank, but that kind of setting. So I was just doing it. But still in that company, because of what I learned in digital marketing, I was imputing it. And because of my flair for computer and all of this, any issue computer related,
the person
they are calling me in the entire office. They are calling me, okay, can you do this? So I was just doing it joyfully until I now left. I got now to, okay, it's time, let's go for NYC. I now stopped the job. I told my church people that I'm leaving for NYC. So I left there and I went for NYC. So that was when the real digital marketing journey now started.
Wow.
Yes.
Very, very wow. I love the story, honestly. Because I think one of the things that I love about your story and stories like this is the fact that you don't just do things because it's the trend.
No.
Oh, we are done now. Everybody's going for NYC. Yeah, let all of us go.
No.
Right. You actually waited to hear the voice of God. God says, okay, because it's important to know that your journey might not look like every other person's journey.
Yes.
Right. So it's important that you work closely with God.
Yes.
It's God that wrote the script.
The script.
It's not that can tell you that. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's an encouragement because especially for tech enthusiasts now, people that want to enter into tech and all of those kind of things, many things can motivate you.
Yes.
You can see, wow, I love. Some people can be as very trivial as, I love this person's dress, tech guy dress. You know, I think
because of that,
because of that, I mean, I'm going into tech or money. Or okay, I just love, just for people to call me a tech guy too.
Tech guy.
And all that. But see, all of those things, they shouldn't be primary.
Yes.
The voice of God.
Voice of God, yes.
The voice of God. If there's anything I've enjoyed, I was my current rule, I will share how I got it. Voice of God. That thing, I treasure it all.
Yes.
And this is a Christian kind of setting.
Yes.
That thing, you must treasure it.
Yes.
Even if you say, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I desire to do, still have the habit of saying that, okay, I want to hear God on it.
Yes.
Just give that space and just go pray and then hear the voice of God.
About that's awesome comment on that.
Yeah.
So I was going to mention it, but since you've already started on it, let's talk about how you got to the job that you have now.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's just talk about that.
All right, that's also a very long story. So I don't want to cut out this part of mentioning my friend. Is in Yola currently, because there's no way I want to talk about my career and all of that. I won't talk about the guy. So I met him in NYC, Joseph. Okay, Joseph. So he was already a top SEO guy.
Wow.
By the time we came into, he was doing very well in SEO and all of those kind of things. So it was one that, okay, you do digital marketing. I said, yes, okay. I said, oh, how do you do it? I said, I don't have a job on it at all as at now. So he knows Upwork well.
Very well.
Like very, very well. He was already a top rated guy. As at that time,
wow,
on Upwork. So he said, okay, I can teach you Upwork. You can get gigs on Upwork. So I said, okay. So he taught me Upwork, how to go about Upwork, navigating, creating a profile, applying for jobs and all of those kind of things. So that was what I did first. What he taught me, I learned some additional skills, all right, in social media. So I now left email. Okay. I now went into social media because the guy told me, okay, go and decide on which of the digital marketing you want to enter into. First, he was encouraging me that I should go into SEO. Why? Is because SEO does not have so much competition. Right. And that's another thing to note. In digital marketing or even in any tech role, there are two routes you can take. You can go for roles or fields that have low entry. But the danger of that is that there are many competitions. There are many competitions. For example, you want to enter digital marketing. Let me make it clear to you. Digital marketing is very, very saturated because it has low barrier of entry. Yeah. Unlike you want to enter into maybe machine learning or
yes, that one. Exactly.
Not many people are going there because by the time they give you one course to do, you won't complete it. You will run away and all of these kind of things. But if you're able to do that, you can easily stand out.
Yes.
But in digital marketing, the entry barrier is low. But to stand out, you have to.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, that's solid. Now, in machine learning, for example, to enter is hard. But to stand out, no, it's not too hard. Exactly. Once you enter, unlike digital marketing, right? So the guy was encouraging me, okay, why don't you do SEO? Because barrier. I said, okay, I love SEO and all of that. But the voice of God. Yes. Let me go and pray. So I prayed, and then the youth just impressed over do social media. Because like social media is too saturated. Why do you want to do that? I said, let me just do it. That's what the Lord told me. So I took up some few courses. It was very, very rigorous then. I remember then I like nights night and day I was just learning, just taking courses, took some certification courses from Meta, to some of those exams and all. So after I finished a part of the course, I just went on Upwork. So the guy was even encouraging me that, oh, when you start to, no, don't worry, just start small, small gigs will come first. You do your, like, maybe just don't be. It was just encouraging me that I said I don't have a problem with it, even if it's $10, just to build a profile and everything. I went into Upwork. God gave me the first shock of my life.
Wow.
So as I entered Upwork, I just applied. First job I applied for, it was a Christian organization. What am I supposed to be doing for them? Social media marketing. And what they do in social, what are they doing? They've created a kind of devotional. They've written a book. They need someone to be marketing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what? Christian organization. I said, this is what I do for a living.
For a living, I mean,
because I did interview with someone in the company, and I was like, hope you are a Christian. Hope you
have no
love
idea.
the word of God. So by the time we're ending the interview, it had turned into like a Bible study.
Bible study. Wow.
Now the guy we're just chatting like Bible. So the guy said, this is our guy. And they were paying. The pay was, when I told the guy how much they were going to pay,
it shocked the guy
that what that is unusual for your first gig.
Yeah.
So I got that first on Upwork, and then like that I rolled with those people for maybe like 8 months or a year. I rolled with them. So I did that and then got more gigs. So I think the highlight of the entire process was my agency role.
Okay.
At the time through Upwork, I got into an agency in the United States.
Yeah.
At that time, I got into an agency. So the agency also is a digital marketing agency.
Yeah.
All right. So in our agency, I was handling multiple clients. Okay, for the agency at the time. I remember I managed an NFT company at the time.
You posted it one of these days.
Yes, I posted on my status. Okay, I just saw it on Twitter that that year, I think 2020, 2021, people they were selling NFTs, very expensive NFTs.
Yes.
And I also I can't condemn, because I also sold some of those. I marketed it and we sold some. I very ridiculous prices, just draw on that. But I'm not condemning NFT people. So I managed an NFT. I managed a news blog at that time, one major news blog in the US. Then managed them. They were our clients in the agency. So I managed them, managed like 3 or 4 companies at the time. So it exposed me to a lot of things. I use virtually all the stacks in digital marketing.
Wow.
Social media, email, SEO. We were doing everything. Content, I was writing content like water, doing it, like all of those kind of things. So I did that. So I did that until I now go back to Ibadan.
Okay.
So that year, it just happened that all of those companies in the agency, they just left. All at once. I'm telling you, all at once. All our
just
clients, just like that, they just left. So there was no clients to manage again in the agency. See, and agency is when you have clients that they pay you. It's not like salaries per client. So I said okay. But no, that was when God now did his wonder, his miracle. And that I was not even bothered because I already started working with Jobaman at that time. So I was, digital marketing is not there. So I was already training all around. I train in Oyo State. So sometimes we go to Ogbomoso, Shaki, saying you just travel around to go and train people. So, but I needed that digital marketing this thing at that time. I've not worked with any Nigerian company. As far as digital marketing is concerned, I've not. All my companies, all the people I've worked with, US, UK, that's cool. So that it was at that time that I now began to pray again. Okay, Lord, I need a digital marketing job and all of that. So I now entered into Upwork again. My current role now. I entered into Upwork again. I saw the job. Say, okay, this job is good. But even at that, it didn't perfectly align with all of the principles that my friend had taught me. Because in there are principles of Upwork. I don't run Upwork class. I don't have the time yet. But I take people one-on-one. If you say, okay, you're interested, I can on how to do Upwork. And there are many things they have taught me. How to identify original jobs, original clients that waste time and all of them. This job was not really looking like it. All right. But I saw it. Okay, I could do this. I applied for it. So I applied for it. That it was very dramatic. As I sent the application, the proposal, they call it proposal. I sent the proposal. I just took my phone. I was on call with my brother, my other brother. So I was on call. So he was asking me, okay, what's now up in terms of job and all that. I said, see, there's really nothing that. In fact, I just applied for one now that I just applied before I pick up the call. So we talked for about 30 minutes. So as I ended the call, went back to my laptop, I saw that
they had responded.
The CEO herself was the one who was recruiting, had responded. What was her response? Hi, when can you start? I was shocked. He said, hi, hello, Fari, when can you start? I was like, so me, I was still trying to say, I was trying to compose my English. Okay, I'm ready to just to say, don't change your mind though. As I was doing that, as I was sending a response like this, she just sent me my login details. She had created a company email for me with password, with my name. Like, so I just took the email, entered into Google, just saw it. My name had just got my name, and I said, this does not look like
it's even suspicious.
So that's like just went there and she just did that.
Wow.
So I entered. But I now went, I check online, check the company, check the website. Credibility. This is legit.
Yeah.
I checked her herself. This is legit. Okay, we moved conversation from there to WhatsApp, and that was it. That was how I started. No interview, no nothing. That was how I started.
I know. Yeah, I know this. I know hearing it.
I have a guess. Don't worry.
Like, wow.
That was how I started with them. No interviews, no long talks. She just asked me, "Hi there, when can you start?" So I was even trying to compose my English, and then she sent login, and I logged in, and the rest they say today is history. I've grown. I started with them social media, a social media specialist. I started with them just social media. Social media too is also very broad. Yeah, I don't know if there's a place to still talk about that, but social media is very broad. It's not just posting online. It's actually the thinking behind it. Everything you are seeing online from any organization, even from personal brands, they are well thought out. Especially if you see people that are posting these influencers people, they don't just post randomly. They can post random thoughts, but there's a place for that in their strategy. For some of them, those random thoughts is a strategy. All right, so a social media specialist is behind the scene thinking all of those things. Help them know, okay, if you put this one out, the algorithm will help you push it. If you do this, the algorithm will favor you. So that's a thinking of that's what the role of a social media marketer. It's not just snapping and posting. It's the thinking behind it. So that's what I started with in the company. And then I've grown through the ranks.
Just keep moving.
I just kept moving.
Wow.
And I just kept moving. Because my boss also, if she eventually watches this, because I know she's a very, very, she's a go-getter. No. She pushed me. At that time, she really, really pushed me. In fact, at the point, I was like, oh my God, have I not entered trouble like this? But she pushed me. Although she was doing me very well. The pay was good and all of this, but she pushed. No, you will deliver. You will deliver. And no, it's not like she didn't tie your livelihood to it. Okay, I will sack you. No. It wasn't like that. But it was just like there's something in you. In fact, the first time I spoke with her, like that we talked, or like after a year of working with them.
Wow.
And something just happened, and she had to call me, and she had to be encouraging me on the phone that why are you like still stifling something that's inside you? Like, just let go. Let go. Because it was like me and her in the old digital marketing department at the time.
Wow.
So now I have people but at that time it was like I was just the one doing the whole stuff. So we had that conversation, and that was how the whole journey started, and then we have grown now.
That's incredible. I think your story is very incredible. And okay, I was going to mention that one of the things that I love about your story is see how everything just played out. And it's usually, I tell people that it's usually very sweet. Maybe at times in the moment, you might not see what God is trying to do, but in retrospect, at the end of the day, at some point in time, you look back and you just be able to connect the dots. So this is what God was trying to do. And that's why it's important. Like, that's the advantage of just stick to God.
Stick to God.
Just stick to God. There's one thing I also wanted to speak on. So from your experience and from the things you've shared, and honestly, like I said, there's a lot I still want to ask. Even Daniel said, saying that he wants to ask questions. So we are still going to have like a second edition of this. But the part of hearing from God, right? I want to talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes, because so there is okay, I think I'd like to mention something. I like something that you said, that you did, that you've done constantly or consistently. At every point in time, you always go back to pray. Like, okay, God, so what do we do?
What do we do
at this point in time? So I think it is important that people know that, because I think mostly maybe in church they will tell us that follow the Lord's leading, and people will just keep waiting and be waiting for God to just speak to them and say, oh, my son, this is the way. You actually have to, I mean, there are times that God will actually come and tell you, but there are times that, okay, at strategic points, you actually need to, at times you have to fast and pray for the leading of God, right? And the part I wanted to touch on is how God relates to people differently, because I don't want a scenario where I don't want someone's takeaway from this to be that, okay, God spoke to Pastor Emma, so Pastor Emma prayed and, okay, he heard God's voice. You too, you want to hear God's voice. Yes, I want to speak on that one.
Yes, okay. So there are two ways that God can speak to you. Is either he comes to you and then he speaks to you, or you go to him to ask. Majority of what I did is going to him to ask. So it's not like I was waiting on and then I was hearing. No, I was. And if you will see from my story is that at every stage I was doing something. It's in the process of doing something that the voice of the Lord will come. Now, the voice of the Lord I'm talking about is not an audible voice from somewhere.
That's what I want to
know. So I think
someone needs to know that.
No, it's not an audible voice that I hear it in my dream, except for the leading for church. The leading for church came like very, very audibly, because I can remember the exact location that I was in Kwara then. I was under a tree and I was praying. I was waiting on the Lord then, because I needed that pastoral care at that point in my life. So I was just fasting, praying at that point. So I went to the back of the house. There was a tree there. So I was sitting on that. And then I heard that name, City Gate Church. What? City Gate Church? I knew that was the leading for church. Except that every other one is not like a audible voice. It is in form of wisdom. It's in form of wisdom, in form of a inner conviction, a witness, peace in your heart, in your spirit. How do I know I should go into social media instead of SEO that my friend recommended? It was just a peace, a knowing, that it was based on information. Because you see, God wants to tell you something, not on an empty mind.
Exactly.
For God to tell you something on an empty mind is mercy. Is miracle. True. But most of the leading of God will come on information. That's why the Bible says faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Lord. I mean, what the Spirit of God will brood on your heart is what the Spirit of God will brood on is the word of God that you put it in your heart. Information. So I knew digital marketing, the social media. I knew that it's not a foreign knowledge. I knew the social media, there's email, there's this and that. So when I was trusting the Lord for a leading, I can easily hear the Lord saying, okay, out of all of these options, it is social media that I'm choosing. And I felt at peace with it. Because, I was let me move to email. I said, the inner witness is not like that. So maybe SEO, like my friend, no, it's not. And I said, okay, social media, this is resting. I had a lot of objections personally. The social media, it's not a man's field. It's more feminine.
Exactly.
That's some people's conception. And again, that oversaturation was also a concern. So personally, I had objections, but I just knew, I knew it in my spirit. This is where I should be. So the leading of God, as we talked about, is one based on information. So you put first information that you have to put in your mind is that God can lead you.
God can lead you.
That God leads. All right. And I think that is very, 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 very important. God leads at whatever stage that you are in the tech journey, whether you just want to enter or you're already there and you have projects or you are running your own this thing, and you have God leads at every point. That's the first conviction that must first be. And then after that, you now have to fill your heart with relevant information.
Yes.
About what you are praying to God for. All right. If you are praying to God on how to get a job, okay, you have to get information.
Yes.
How this thing works. That's I told you. Now, when I say I wrote a proposal and then the first thing that the person mentioned was, I went to use that. I didn't write a wishy-washy proposal.
Yeah, exactly.
The proposal was tight.
I love that you have
no. That. The proposal was tight. That when you read it, if you are not a cynical person, you won't need, what do I need to be talking?
True.
I know what I want. I see it in this person's proposal. For us, as you're sending your proposal, you're sending your portfolio. Proposal, portfolio, everything is there. So she went through it. Okay, this is what I want. So it was not like I just wrote anything there and then by miracle God just want mind. No. So what we're talking about is not like that. There are Bible principle based Bible based principles that we're talking about. God can lead, and when God wants to lead you, you have to put sufficient information in your heart and then go in prayers. Wait on him. And then that's where your discipleship in the how to hear the voice of the Lord, how God leads you, that is where it comes into play. And then godly counsels. Those three things. God, my friend, Joseph Okeme, very solid believer. We still talked. We were talking about some other political stuff this past few weeks. Very solid guy, solid Christian. When I started my agency job, the work was so choking that we were staying together in Yola then. I can't forget, we were attending the same church in Yola. So the work was very choking that it now wanted to eat into my church time. So we're supposed to go to church by 5 p.m. So, but the work was too much. So I now told him that just go ahead, that I have some work. So the guy that drew me aside said, what? He said, is this how you want to launch your... Just talk to me like that. That he has made his own covenant that no matter how far it goes into tech, it will not eat into... I said, okay. That day, I just shut down my laptop. Whatever may be, let it be. I shut it down. I went to church. And I came back, continued my thing.
Continue your work.
So I just made it like that, and just plan around it, and all of those kind of things. So those counsel, they also help in decision making. God can use the voice of godly counsels around you to also say, okay, go in this direction, and you find light there.
I think that godly counsel part, I think, is very, very important, because
very important.
a lot of us have compromised on little, things that we see as little things. We see them as little things. And I think there was I was talking, I am Daniel, we're talking about this thing about how there are times that we take a stand on certain things, but when we find ourselves in certain situations, we now compromise. Yes, we compromise, and then maybe when the situation is now neutral again, we now come back.
Yes.
If you compromise on the little things, is a build up. You will start compromising on the big things,
on bigger things, and especially in this kind of industry, in this tech industry. If you are not solidly grounded,
yes,
if you are not solidly grounded, and that godly counsel part again, if you don't surround yourself with people, wise people, godly counsel, we are not talking about go and be looking for
not pastor or bishop.
We are not going to be looking for mentors that you cannot have access your to. Friends around you, Christians.
Yes,
I say, me and this guy, we see every time we talk, it's like a re-evaluation for me. That okay, hope you are not shifting grounds every time we talk, and for him to the same thing. So your friends around you, people that you roll with, by the time as a digital marketer, they are coming to you with different kind of offers. Should market some kind of schemes. Should market different kind of things. Somebody reached out to me at a time. They want to do some things. They just moved to UK. They want to do some things. I said, see, I don't do this kind of things. Anything that is not clear. What exactly are you selling? What is your product? There's no product. You just want to create a website and make the website very, very good. Push it on the algorithm to make it look like you are doing something legit. Meanwhile, it's an empty thing underneath. No, I don't do such a thing. No matter what you want to pay, I don't do it. That is from godly counsel
Counsel,
around.
counsel,
People
yeah.
that you know that okay, no, these are our stand.
Yes,
We don't
yes,
do that here.
yeah,
It will help you. It will keep you. It will help you go far.
yes.
Right now in my company, there are many things, many confidential information that my CEO that she just handed over and trust
yes.
that okay, just you handle this. She doesn't even bother, because not for once have I say, wow, I have the access to this.
To
So yeah,
this,
let me take it. I'm exposed to a lot of high profile individuals, but not for once have I said, let me pitch to them. Let me do a cold pitch to them. And no, I don't do that. Is a trust.
Yes.
If I will do that, I will tell her,
Yeah.
can I reach out to this
exactly.
person? You know, there are godly principles that will keep you and help you to go far.
Yeah, we are going to. In fact, I don't know. Do you know I'm looking at this thing? In fact, because I am very much tempted to go deeper into that part. But because we're also looking at time,
Yes.
next time we are going to
Yes.
get deeper into that. I was going to buttress the point on that godly counsel, and it's one of the reasons why I always encourage people to have a surround yourself with people that look like where you want to get to or where you're going.
Yes.
Right. Anybody, for me, I think God has been very merciful for me. I can really come out and say, oh, I don't have any bad friend. Right. And when I say friend, I mean people that are close. Not acquaintances. I have a lot of acquaintances.
Yes.
But I can't really tell you that. I mean, there are some people that I intentionally drew back from when I noticed some things.
Yeah.
But there are some people that, without me knowing, is that God that sent them away, or God just drew me back. I just realized that I'm not close to this person again, right? And that's one of the things that having a good relationship with God will do for you. There's something that you won't think about. God, like the Holy Spirit just help you. You even not consciously, like you just act a certain way. People that should not be in your life
will go.
Yeah, they will just go. And I just want to use this opportunity to talk about like the Christian tech community. I always talk about this. The reason for that community is not is not to sell or to promote anything. It's because of things like this, and I've seen what it has done to people that have the wrong set of guidance or the wrong company. Recently, somebody posted. So we're just doing like a check-in on the WhatsApp group of the community, and then one guy was just checking, oh, how was your week and things like that. And one of the guys came and he was like, oh, like he's really down, like work. He hasn't been getting. He's a freelance designer, so he hasn't been getting a lot of clients that he used to. Like this season just looks as if everything's just against him. And I saw firsthand how everyone came out. It's as if everyone was silent on that until they saw that message. Everyone just came out. You come and see encouraging like words. Words that even I myself was like, more. I'm telling you, like the guy became happy like at the end of that conversation. That is what we're talking about. It's not because so it's important that, because I've seen, I don't want to get into that conversation, but I've seen people that started out great. I listened to there's this program that Pastor Daniel Pidan hosted recently, that Pastor Poju, Pastor Irin. So that part of Pastor Poju, I listened to it, and I was talking about Daniel. And one of the things he said that if you don't have a company, you lose by default. There are things that would happen that without you, even Apostle Emmanuel said that there are things that have happened to him that is because of the people that are around him. So it's just, God did not create us to be solitary, to be isolated.
No. The devil is able to isolate you,
prepare for attack. In fact, for that isolation is an attack. That's the beginning of the attack. So it's just to buttress that point on the people, or one of the people, or the people that are around you. There are times that even when you want to digress, right? Let's say God is telling you and you're not hearing, God will send someone else. God would have before you fall, I'm sure God would have exhausted all the people around you. God would have, if you don't hear, if you don't hear this person, God will send this person. God will send this person. God will send it. So people don't fall by mistake. People don't fall. It has to be that it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And God would have sent warnings. So just to talk about that. So yes, the as we wrap up, the other thing I want to mention is this one. Just answer it shortly, briefly.
Yes.
I mean, I think I know the answer, but is there money in digital marketing?
Oh, there is money. Okay, there's actually money. There's a lot of money there. Okay. To answer it, if for people that want to get into digital marketing, this is a path that you can take. This is my own path.
Yes, so that was going to be my follow-up question. That anyone that wants to, yes,
this is my own path. I started as a freelancer, as I mentioned, Upwork. I've not used any other platform aside from. I started as a freelancer on Upwork. So from freelancing, I got a company that now took me in. So I became the in-house digital marketing person for them. But our contract didn't stop me from getting additional clients. So while I work with them, I still occasionally go on Upwork. But I think last month or 2 months, I still got a gig on Upwork. So I still go there, get some gig and all of that, and it pays. Especially if you are able to, if God helps and you are able to maybe land clients outside the country, it pays a lot. A lot is relative, but it pays well.
Yes,
it pays well. It sorts you, and if you are very prudent, I call something intrapreneurship. There's entrepreneur. There's intrapreneur.
Yeah.
So a mistake many people make. I can't work for anybody. I don't want to work for anybody. No, I want to be an entrepreneur. But you can't stand on your own yet. You don't know how things run on your own yet. Somebody say, I learned digital marketing. I want to start my agency. You don't even know the rudiments of marketing. You don't even know. They give you, take this campaign, market this event. Because I'm in event marketing. That's our organization's niche. We market event. Okay, market this event. There's an event coming up. Okay, handle the marketing. Do the marketing campaign. You don't even know how it runs, and you run an agency. Rather than saying, okay, you want to be an entrepreneur, doing your own thing, why not get into something that's already established, a company or whatever, and be an intrapreneur? That means whatever entrepreneurial skill or ability that you have, apply it.
Yes, make it your own.
Take ownership of that role, and then begin to grow through it. So there is money. There is money in it. You can be good. If for a digital marketer, if you know what you're doing, you know your onions, and you are patient, you build yourself also. Now I was seeing from reports, I think Jobberman released it, and another company, they were percentage of earnings in Nigeria. That in Nigeria, that I think only 2% of Nigeria earns above 500,000. Although I found it very hard to believe, but still, I can't say.
Yes.
But now, if you are in digital marketing, you can easily enter
get past
that category of people and get past it easily. That you are good, and I mean, if you know what you are doing,
emphasis on that.
So there is money on that, and you can start as a freelancer. From there, you move to maybe in-house, and if not, you can still keep doing that. You now become a specialist until maybe you become a manager, and then maybe a consultant. You can have an agency of your own if you so wish.
That makes sense. So I think that would help people that are interested.
Yes.
And lastly, so this question I intentionally added it because I know that you are, I mean, also from the things you've shared, you are someone that, so you have your digital marketing job, you have your ministry they are running. By the way, Pastor Emma has a podcast. Let me mention that.
Yes.
Right. Gospel in Truth.
Yes.
Right. Gospel in Truth. And honestly, I've been blessed. I can tell you that one. I still go back to some of those episodes, and because there are times that you just encounter some information and you're not sure of.
Yes.
I'll go back and let me go and listen to what, because I know that I've listened to this thing before, but I can't remember. Let me go back and listen to. So I still learn a lot from that podcast. So please make sure to follow up on the podcast. It's on Spotify.
It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube.
You're on YouTube too.
Yes.
So yeah, how do you balance? So because that is a question that I want to make very dominant in all the episodes. How you balance that ministerial work in your case with digital marketing.
So I think to answer it shortly or briefly is also to go back to that issue of godly people around
you.
In this tech journey, please never let Satan isolate you. You get lost. You'll be making your money, but your soul will go with it. So never let Satan isolate you. That's one of the ways that I balance. I can't forget how many number of times Pastor John has mentioned balance. Know how to balance.
Yeah.
And when you're hearing that, it will give you some sense to that. You can't spend all your life on in tech. There are many other things. You have to build a family at a particular point in time. You have to answer the call of God if you have the call of God on your life. So those godly can say, and again, church.
Yes.
I'm part of a church. I have a church that I attend. That is a structure on its own that have guaranteed my spiritual flourishing. Because I go there every time. I'm being taught.
Yes.
I'm serving also there.
Yeah.
So if for example, I'm to serve, I'm to maybe to preach in the church. It's okay, you are going to preach today. Of course, that I have to fast. I have to pray.
Yes,
I have to
prepare. You have to prepare. Yes.
That is building me spiritually. So that church system is one of the mechanisms of balance. And again, your training, your discipleship, your growth will help you put some things in perspective. You will not. I don't see my career and God compete. He can never. No, God is like the entire thing. Career is a subset, is a part of it.
Yeah.
So with that mindset, I know that this career thing, this digital marketing thing is serving the purposes of God.
Yes.
In fact,
it's
not even a competition. It does not even come near. 1,000 times they put, choose whether your relationship with God or your career. 1,001 times is my relationship with God. Yeah. So they are not even competing. Okay, so that has helped. That church structure. So I encourage, and this is very important. Many young people now, they are moving out of church, say they don't want to go to church, all of that. No, please, be part of a church. It's very dangerous.
Yes.
Very, very dangerous. Be part of a church. Go to a church, serve.
Yeah.
It helps your soul. Serve. Even when you are making the millions, when the monies are coming, enter a church, serve. Still let people. Today I still serve. I was still streaming in our church. I was still on the streaming console. I was still doing all of those kind of things for the church.
Yes.
Still among the brethren, like that. It helps your soul. It keeps you humble, and it keeps you on fire.
Yes.
And last thing is that be missionary in life. Be missionary. That means see whatever thing you are doing as a mission. Yes. See it as a mission. Find a mission. Find a purpose in it. Find a mission. Okay, even this tech thing that God has established me in. Yes. What is God's purpose? I think before the recording started, we're talking about vision.
Yes.
See, have a vision. This tech place that I am in, what is God's vision for me? I know it might be hard. Maybe you are just starting. You are trying to juggle many things. You are racking your head around codes, and you are not even sure. You feel like your job is not yet secure and all of this. See, let me assure you, you are secured in God.
In God, exactly.
You are secured, because that's something to mention. The reason why some people try to throw their entire life in this thing is because maybe they feel and I'm making this amount of money now. If anything happens to it, I will now go back to square one. You won't go back to anywhere. You will keep going.
True. Yes.
Be secured. Just rest and stay on God. So long as you discipline yourself, you are committed. You are not lazy.
Yes.
So let that fear be taken out. Once that fear is taken out, you know that you don't have to bury all your life in that, and it helps you to put enough balance in everything.
Yes, I think you've read this. In fact, you said it perfectly. Yes. You said it perfectly. That makes a lot of sense. Yes. Thank you so much, Pastor Emma. Thank you. In fact, I'm really happy we are doing this, and I'm sure that I was blessed. Right, and I was blessed. Daniel, I'm sure Daniel was blessed. Yeah, of course you are blessed. And I'm sure anyone that is watching this will also be blessed. Yes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming here. I know it's not easy. I know. Yeah. I had to. This is Sunday. I had to pull you. You have to leave church and start coming here. So
the way I ran from church. You were asking me, because normally it's like this time that I'm just leaving church because of mop-up things, meetings upon meetings, different kind of things. But thank you. It's an honor.
Thank you. So, and we look forward to having you again. Right? More of it might be part 2, and honestly, possibly part 3, because there's a lot. For some of the discussions we had, even before we started recording, so by the time we start getting into those discussions, or more hours and hours of discussion, and I know God will help us. Once again, thank you so much for coming, and I pray God will continue to increase you.
Amen.
God will continue to bless
Amen.
you. Everything you've set your mind to, everything
Amen.
that you have seen that
Amen.
God has placed in front of ahead of you,
Amen.
that God grant you grace to
Amen.
achieve them,
Amen.
grace to execute. The
Amen.
Lord will bestow
Amen.
upon you.
Amen.
In Jesus' name, we are
Amen.
prayed.
Amen.
So thank you guys
Thank you so
for
much.
for this episode. You'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace. Well, that'll be all for today's episode. I hope this conversation resonates with you. I hope it challenged you, and I hope it has given you something valuable to think about as you navigate your journey. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to click the like button, and also make sure to share with 2 or 3 people that you think would benefit from this content. The reason why we are doing this is to bless lives. The reason why we do this is to shift the mindset of people. This wouldn't be possible if we don't get this content out there. And also, if you have not subscribed, why? Answer me. Why? I'm just kidding. I invite you to subscribe to the channel or on whatever platform you might be listening on. Make sure to subscribe so that we can, this is one of the things you can do to encourage us to keep making good and quality content like this. And also, I invite you to drop your thoughts in the comment section. Your perspective really matters to me, and I am always excited to learn and to hear from you guys. Until the next time, keep building not just a great career, but a great life. I remain Ibini Obikoya, also known as IB Codes. Peace.